Hello!
We're at the zoo.
We're at the zoo today. We're at Port Lympne and we've just renewed our annual pass, haven't we?
Yes. Does it make sense?
It makes sense. We don't live too far away. We just come, and sometimes we might only come here for a couple of hours. We don't have the whole pressure of being here for the whole day.
It's good to get out with the kids.
And it's good to get out with the kids and get them out and
fresh
about.
air.
And look how cutesy this is with these little wallabies, and you can walk through. Oh, careful, Nelly. There's one over here. Look. Oliver's very high energy today. He's really high energy today, which is all the more reason to just get the kids out walking.
Anyone who's been here, Port Lympne, it's a savagery walk as well.
Yeah,
like,
it's
as you
very
can see,
hilly.
as we're coming in, you can see the people who are coming out because they're all knackered.
Yeah, knackered. Look at this sweet baby having a little snoozy in the sunshine, little darlings. Yeah, so oh hello, that wasn't zoomed in. I mean, sometimes we, in the summer when it's been nice weather, we'll just literally bring our packed lunch, go and sit in the main, like there's like a main house and it's got like, I don't know, is it a courtyard? I don't really know what it's called, but it's like a garden, and we've just sat there and ate lunch and then had a little mooch about the top bit and then gone again. Or sometimes we might just turn up, do a safari and go home again. So that's why it's good, because you don't have the pressure. Like if you're coming here on a one-off day for literally for a family, it's like over £100. You're thinking, oh, I've got to be here all bloody day, get my money's worth. But with an annual pass, we must have, and you also, when you do an annual pass at Port Lympne, you also get their sister park, sister zoo, whatever you want to call it, which is Howlett's, which is a lot more flatter. It's a little bit further from us, but we did that once last year, so we said we'll probably do that a bit more. But yeah, it's just, we get the kids out, we've come in the rain, it's better in the sun, not gonna lie, obviously like anything, but you know, with our kids they're very high energy, so just getting them to walk up and down the hills is a fabulous. Whoa, careful Oliver. Oliver. Ay, ay, ay. He's really on one today.
You are.
He said to me, and I said, you're really on one, aren't you? I said, up there, and I was waiting for you. And he said, what does that mean? And I was like, trying to think, I don't want to like, with Oliver, obviously, I've just been diagnosed with ADHD. And the reason why I went through the diagnosis is because I think Oliver also is a fellow neurospice.
Probably.
And that's the whole reason why I went through it, because he masks everywhere, so it's really difficult, because like family, apart from my mum and dad, but he doesn't really mask then, does he? Because my dad's also
Yeah.
it all stems from my dad. But yeah, he oh, it's a baby seagull. That's very cute, isn't it? Cheeky. You're asking for a little chippy. Got to play that chippy tax when you see a seagull, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, little baby. Little cutesy. We do get a bit overstimulated sometimes because kids can be just very demanding.
I think every parent does, doesn't
I
it?
think that's what I mean. Like, that's what I was going to say, is I think with every parent it is hard because
We've got two very different kids.
we've got two very different kids, which I
One
think most people
very
do.
chill.
One very chill, and the other one is very he's very vibrant. Earlier when he said, what does that mean? Because I said, you're really on one today, and I was trying to think, how can I explain this in a way that he doesn't, like, I don't want to dim his spark. I don't want to ever make him feel like he can't just be himself, but also it's very hard because obviously as a parent we get overstimulated. It can be really difficult. So yeah, I just was like, you know, just when you have a lot of energy, it's did you hear that?
What's that?
Isn't that a kid? He went, every bone in my body is broken. I really hope this picked it up. I'll show you.
Oh yeah, you
loads
burn of calories coming here. You would have to do it like way more.
And that's another good
It
reason.
it's just getting out and getting moving that's the most important.
Literally. Yeah, just be
You're
careful
right.
you don't fall. So yeah, this is perfect if you have high energy kids, obviously, and if you're local. I don't know about anyone else, especially if you're a bit spicy or not, but I just feel like it can be quite tough because I feel like kids' attention spans are just non-existent, are they?
Yeah.
lost what I was saying now. I just wanted to give a bit of insight, because obviously I was thinking about saying the people that are probably watching this are going to be parents like us. Reality, I'm not here to be like we're perfect parents.
Same as the gym, same thing.
Yeah.
There's no set way.
You have to go in the line.
Go on then, mate, you go.
I'm the leader.
You be the leader then.
There is no set. There is no set like rules. They don't get born and you get given a handbook, do you? Like,
No,
you know, we're definitely not perfect parents, are we?
No, and every family's different. Be careful, Nelly.
All you can do is just turn up. You know, my dad was never there for me, really, to be honest. He was moved away when I was really young. So I think just turning up, you already won half the battle if you're just there for him. Nelly, careful.
Be very careful, that is very steep. I think as a parent, we put so much pressure on ourselves. Oh, there's rhinos. To be perfect, to get it right, especially if you're people, you know, if you didn't quite have the best upbringing, or maybe you know, things that you went through as a child, and you put so much pressure on yourself to break that cycle. I mean, half the time just being aware of the cycle is enough, because we're not perfect, and we do, like, I have moments. Hang on, look how cutesy, sorry, look at these babies. If anyone hasn't noticed by now, with these few vlogs we have done, come here mama, is that I just love animals. If you don't like animals, I can't trust you, I'm so sorry. But look at that baby. Hello, darling. You're so cute. Oh, can you imagine just giving one of them a real big squeeze, like the cuteness, aggression of just being like, love you. Oliver, stay where you are as a car. Like, see, I feel stressed already, like, and that's okay. Hold my hand because there's a car now. I flipping don't know what I've been saying. I've lost my trail of thought. But basically, in a nutshell, I think as parents we put so much pressure on ourselves. We're not perfect. We're still learning. Like, half of us have got shit to deal with and shit to learn as well. And you know, sometimes we are just going to be overstimulated. Sometimes we are just going to have outbursts, and that's all right. Like, we are learning. As long as we are aware of any toxic generational cycles that we want to break and things that we want to provide for our kids, but at the same time, you know, just showing up, being that safe, loving comfort for them, that's literally essentially all you can do. So so many people just put so much pressure on themselves, and then what you find is you lose yourself in the process. Our kids are really feeling it today, aren't they? They're really just stubborn today.
Yeah.
They've woke up and decided, I choose violence. Little darling, can you see it? Literally in there. And it's just snuggled up and sleeping. You are the cutest little darling I've ever seen. I just would love to squeeze one of them and just give them lots of snuggles. Anyone else watched Red Panda and cry every time? Or is that just me?
Yeah. Oh.
I cry at that film every time.
That's probably my least favourite Disney film.
At first I thought this is a bit naff, but actually then I'm like this with the mum. So yes, we had a bit of a real life moment there where everyone was just getting a bit overstimulated, and then
fun day out.
It's a fun day out. Look at them paws. Oh, look at that, darling. Oh, look at them toe beans. Oh, I just love them. Little darling. Decaf oats.
You sit down.
Wonderful. Oh, Nellie's like you. She just bites straight into it.
She loves it.
And all of us. Although he can bite, I can't. Anyone that bites into a nice lolly needs to be studied.
No, I can do it.
Exactly.
Do you know what? I think that I don't know. I actually generally don't know. I don't know the answers. All I know is that
Answers to what?
Just you love the kids, you know, you try your best, but you just try and wing it, don't you? You think you've got it figured out, and then they grow up and they go through another stage, and then you got to figure it all out again.
Yeah, just when you think you're getting it, they go on to the next thing, don't they?
So there's always something else. It's hard.
It's hard.
But you're grateful because, you know, we've got 2 kids.
We've got 2 great kids.
Yeah, we have got 2 great kids.
They're vibrant, but they're
we've got
great.
2 great kids. Yeah, they're very, very polite.
They're very polite, and everywhere we go, people say about their manners, and that's all we can do, isn't it?
Yeah, just very.
Hello.
Hello. Well, eat that nicely then, because otherwise Mr. Crow's going to come and have it.
They're good fun. Definitely good fun. There's definitely.
Oh yeah, they're not. You don't have any boring times with them,
No.
do we? It's every day's a new, interesting day. Doesn't ever feel like Groundhog Day, does it? Because it's always something new, like you say.
You think you got it figured out, and then the next day you're like, I don't have it figured out.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself because nobody knows what they're doing. Everyone's in the boat together, and all you can do. So yeah, all you can do is just show up and be the best version of you, and that's why it's so important to be the best version of you, because that is what you instill in your kids, isn't it?
Well, for your own eyes, you're the most important person on the planet, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying is that that's what your kids see also. It's not just about you and what you give, it's also what they watch. If you're someone who struggles to do it for you and you have children, then you need to switch that mindset for now to be like, I need to do this for my kids, rather than trying to give from your dusty ass empty cup, which is cracked and you've tried to glue back together a million times. Instead of trying to give from that because you think you have to strip yourself, Oliver, because you have to strip yourself back to be able to give to them, rewire it of how do I want to show up for my children, what do I want them to take and put into their lives as they get older, because do you want your kids to feel how you do, where they've lost themselves, where they're putting themselves last? No, you want the best for your kids. So that's a way to rewire it, in my opinion, if you're someone like me back in the day who really struggled with the idea of putting herself first, because I didn't have good self-worth and I didn't see myself as high up at all, like not just on my own priority list but on anyone's. So if you're struggling that way, then just rewire of like what habit and what do I want to instill in my children, and that's all you can do. And every day's a new day. He's got his jumper on now.
Got a jumper on now.
Every day's a new day to try again, and like
Another
I said,
day to excel.
It's another day to excel. But all we can say is, just stop punishing yourself. That's like rule number one, stop punishing yourself. If you're aware of these cycles, or you're aware of any generational traumas or cycles that you're breaking, that's the first bit, innit? The fact that you recognise it is incredible, isn't it?
Exactly that.
Anything to add?
Just be grateful, I suppose. Gratitude. Have a lot of gratitude.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You just want to put off the floor?
There's the little queen over there, still having her ice lolly. Little putty cat. And there's a fish.
You've seen better days.
What, the fish?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it just resting? Look at them paws, honey. Here they come. He's got them both. And that's why it pays off to be a strong dad when both kids don't want to walk anymore. The bears are out of hibernation. Ah! Has anyone seen Brother Bear as well? That's another one that'll get you crying. That's a real tearjerker. But that is another reason as to why it's so important to have your energy, especially after you have kids, because you've got to fucking keep up with them all the time. And I'll tell you that for free. It's another reason why you want to be taking care of you, because these kids, they ain't easy. Anyone that tells you it's easy, fuck me, give me that handbook, please. Little squirrel!
Daddy, I think I'll be alright.
Oh, the monkeys are out! The gorillas are out! Yeah, look, there's one sat on the rock. Look at that big boy. He's eating the carrot.
Man in there.
Woo! There's a squirrel! Ah, so many squirrels, I love it. I just love a little squirrel. So I don't think the gorillas are inside, because the goalkeepers, the ghost keepers, the zookeepers. So how long can he hang? Careful, Nelly. So gibbon is 5 minutes. So you're going to see how long he can do it. 22 seconds. Need some chalk, don't you?
Can I go out there?
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Okay, let's see. Is it a bit hard because you don't know how to do your legs?
Yeah, literally.
Daddy, stand up.
Stand up.
Now you've seen how long you can do it for. Oh, cheeky little pull up.
Stand up again.
Stand up again.
I want to do that.
Ready? Go cycling.
He's cycling. Hang on, Nelly. No, hang on. Let Daddy. No, it's Daddy's turn. Let Daddy have his turn. Come on now.
And then I can have another turn, so I can see if I can.
You can tell Oliver he's not good at waiting his turn. That's one of the questions I asked him in my ADHD assessment. Oh, Nelly, don't. Oh, oh no.
Do it to me.
Ah, well, I don't know how long that was. I think a minute.
How long can you
Ready? Okay, hold. On tight grip. Put your thumb over there. That's it. Hold on tight. Yes, you've got a strong grip. Go on, girl. I got ya. Okay. She needs some support. And you, Nelly, you going to sing? I'm Daddy, that's Mummy.
How long have I done?
Don't know, I'm not.
Yeah, and that's what happens, isn't it? If you can do it. Watch Daddy.
It's been a long time since I've done this. Not a year.
Oh! Oh! You wouldn't catch me trying to do a flag post, darling. Not in my job description, no. Oh! Oh! It's going to annoy you now, isn't it? So that's your next thing.
I used to be able to do them for ages.
That's the next thing. You're going to want to keep doing that.
Yeah, get the calisthenics again. He hangs for so long because he's so strong, aren't you, mate? You're strong because what do you eat at home to make you so strong?
I eat protein, I eat shakes, and I do exercise. I don't pick up stuff. I just do squats and I do push-ups and...
You're strong, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
You do football as well, don't you?
Yeah. I do
Good man, aren't
arts
you?
and crafts. I do another arts and crafts with my tutor. And I do... What else do I do?
Loads of stuff, mate, to be fair. You're always busy, aren't you?
Yes. I just want to get strong so when I'm older I can be a good dad.
Is that right? Am I a good dad?
Yeah.
Is that you want to be like me?
Yeah.
Geezer. Said that for the camera.
I have got this and I got 8 abs.
You've got 8 abs.
Yeah.
You've got strong muscles, haven't you, mate?
That bloke on your posters on your Facebook.
Oh, yeah. I had an inquiry on Instagram this morning, and this lady basically said that the last PT that she had has put her off and really given her a complex because she's no clue what to do. She opened up and said that she had a pizza when she had a meal out, and the PT basically said, you know, you can't lose body fat if you eat your pizza, and was really angry with her and didn't speak to her for a week. And I was like, what is wrong with some people? So just to put the facts straight, you can absolutely still lose body fat and eat pizza and eat chocolate and eat crisps, and really you can eat what you want because energy balance is the biggest thing. So first off is obviously knowing how many calories you consume. I know I'm not bang on about calories, but it is. And like some PTs, they're so uneducated, and coaches, and that's not coaching, you know, that's just some jumped up knobhead, to be honest, who's just trying to dictate what people do and don't do, and that isn't coaching. So if you've got a coach like that who's not flexible, giving out crappy meal plans, you know, you need to find yourself a coach who's actually going to help you, because all of my clients have eaten carbohydrates and pizzas and drank and done all these different things in their life, and they've still had amazing results. But basically I shared a photo onto Facebook of the inquiry and basically said, look, it's absolute nonsense. A little squirrel. And I shared a picture saying, look, I had a pizza last weekend, so you can, and I've got a 6-pack in a minute. It's some bloke writ on it saying, you call that a 6-pack? I thought it was quite funny, to be fair. So I was like, have a great day, sir.
The bloke himself, Big John.
Mr. Aspinall.
Mr. Aspinall, who's just all his, isn't it? And then here, come out. Ah, how beautiful. It is really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, especially this part. And up the top of there,
Where's the hippopotamus?
there's a nice view, isn't there?
And then these are the steps I was talking about earlier.
How quick do you reckon you get?
So at the top of here is where the
Gonna do a good bit of
tigers
exercise.
and the lions
Go on,
are.
mate. Go on.
Careful.
Be careful,
Oof. Might lose his teeth. When you get to the top, you'll see the view. So grateful. This is like where we live. Like it's so beautiful. I'll show you when we get to the top. Look at that. I mean, it's a bit foggy today, but how stunning. Literally, got fields and fields, and then normally if it's clear you can see all of the sea because we're literally on the coast. How flipping stunning. And a minute ago you could hear the lion, I think it was a lion, roaring, but it stopped now. Crazy, but I tell you something, we definitely are fitter than the last time we come here, like when we was coming before.
Yeah.
Like end of last year, because my legs used to ache when I come to the top of
Well, I
there.
was about 10 kilos heavier. There's a lot of weight to carry extra,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
there?
true. Yeah, but I don't, my legs I would feel it, be like, oof,
Yeah.
but I don't feel nothing.
A lot fitter.
So,
Oh, stronger.
when we was, yeah,
For
but
one
it's
rep.
because you're wafer thin man now.
Wafer thin. Hey.
Oh, look. Look. Ooh. Not Australia, that's my brother. You stay away from my brother. Maybe that's what they're singing. Ooh.
I want to stay on you.
Oh, yeah, man.
Can't see them, but I can hear them. But they're loud. Oh,
As loud as
just
Oliver.
went straight through me. I can't cope. I'm not gonna lie, I'm overstimulated, everyone. I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it.
You've got to remember, your mum's been diagnosed with ADHD this
Yeah.
week. So you've got to calm down, mate.
Actual. I might have to get some of them at Luke's just from Oliver. Does that make me a bad mum?
What's that?
So I might have to get some of them loops, you know, like they're like earplug things. So that
What, ear defenders?
all ear defenders. They're kind of like ear defenders, but you just put them in your ear instead. And I said just from Oliver. I said, does that make me a bad mum?
What do you think?
Don't know.
Comment below.
Comment below. No, because when I'm like it's all too much, get a bit snappy. Try my best not to be. But real life.
You know, it's hard when you've got kids because you end up focusing on your career, focus on your kids, focus on your partner. There's a lot of outside factors going on, so you do end up losing yourself. So I've had a lot of conversations and a lot of consultations with women that have lost themselves, and it's okay. It is normal, but you've got to change. If nothing changes, then nothing will change. Look at you down there on the floor.
She's getting the lead.
Did you know you can
So
actually
focus on yourself because it's the best thing you can do. You know, start moving. Start every workout you do, every time you eat well, every time you read a positive book, every time you read a positive or listen to a positive podcast, go and get hair done, nails done, meet up with friends. You know, you're more than just a parent at the end of the day. I love my kids more than anything in the world. But
I like
you still need to look after
You're
yourself.
still Luke, aren't you?
Still
Not
Luke,
just Dad.
100%. No, I've got my time to myself. Then we always have, haven't we?
Come on, Nelly. Yeah, careful.
Can we go through?
I've nearly got out of the rules.
That was pure chaotic at the zoo. Trying to like vlog.
It was well hard.
It was actually really hard, and yeah, the kids were quite overstimulating today. But
They're living their life, aren't they?
yeah, they're living their best life. The last thing we was going to say, just to wrap it up, is something we spoke about when we was at the little cafe bit, and I wasn't recording, and you said something really interesting.
So it is hard for parents because you do end up losing yourself, and I get it. I am a parent.
Same.
You do end up, especially mums, to be honest. I mean, dads as well, but especially mums, because a lot of dads go out to work, but mums stay at home generally.
And the body changes, the hormone changes,
go through all them changes.
your role changes.
Yeah, you do give up your body for a baby. There's no doubt about it. You know, the women's body goes through so much after childbirth. And, you know, I'm qualified in pre and postnatal, so I do understand that process really well, and I do understand the menstrual cycles and all that stuff. So
He even tracks mine, Hans.
yeah, because you know you're working with a lot of.
He knows
women.
when the dragon's gonna come.
You work with a lot of
A few
women.
days before, and he goes, "Are you about to start your period?" I'm like,
It's,
What?
it's important in terms of training and exercise and nutrition. you need to have a decent understanding. Everyone's different, obviously, but you've got to have a decent understanding and empathy is the biggest thing. That's why when you're picking a coach, it's not to say everyone's got to work with me, although work with me, obviously.
Work with us.
Work with us. It's that you want to pick someone who's got empathy, you know, and actually has got a lot of patience as well, because last night Nelly woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and she had a really bad cough and she sounded like she was going to throw up. It was that bad. So I got up, gave her a cuddle, gave her some cough medicine, got back to sleep. The time I got back in bed, it was about 4 o'clock. And I did plan to go to the gym this morning before we went to the zoo, but that didn't happen because I thought, you know what, I've been up for ages. I need to sleep. It's more important I actually go to sleep. But if you had a coach who doesn't have that empathy, you'd be like, what do you mean you miss your workout? Like, what's up with you? What do you mean you can't eat chicken, broccoli and rice? What do you mean you want a pizza?
It's not to say that you have to have it, like if you're a parent you have to have a coach that's a parent.
No.
We're not saying that coaches that aren't parents aren't good. It's just people making sure as a coach they have that understanding, that empathy around different situations in life.
And be flexible.
That's
It's
it.
personal training.
And yeah,
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
It's
where
not you follow my plan and everyone sticks to the same thing.
Yeah, but have you noticed a lot of coaches they won't refer to themselves as personal trainer?
No,
so
not, a lot of them aren't even qualified.
they're not qualified, and that's another thing a lot of people don't know. It's a very grey area.
A loophole in online coaching.
With online coaching, a lot of online coaches aren't even qualified PTs. They're not even qualified in anything they're telling you.
They're just giving you advice.
They're just giving you advice.
And charging you the earth for it. Because we've heard of some coaches charging like £1,500 for 3 months. And it's just like, they still got no knowledge. Just
when
like,
they don't have any knowledge and
oh
they're
my
just
God.
literally telling you exactly what to eat. So they're dictating you and then they make you feel bad for not having it. Or that flipping, I think Luke said about it in the inquiry, that poor woman, now she feels absolutely petrified to seek out help because that PT, who literally, like a narcissistic boyfriend, toxic, stopped speaking to her for a week because she had pizza.
She did reply though. And
Bless
because I
her.
said, I hope you don't mind, but I shared it on my story. So I think it's really important for people to understand that you can eat these foods. And you do
Absolutely.
not need some PT. And in my head I thought, I know the type of PT he is. It'd be a jumped up little PT that thinks he's a bodybuilder. And she replied and said, don't worry about it, I used to wear fake tans in my sessions, so it's fine. Not saying
I
anyone
like
wears
fake tans, nothing wrong with fake
But,
tan.
you know,
I love a bit of fake
It's
tan.
a stereotypical Instagram PT.
The Instagram, yeah. And you know, like I say, each their own, but it's not the way we work, and that's what makes the world such an interesting place. Everyone's different, but that's not how we work. That's not how we do things.
We do things a lot differently.
And we're very much, you know, we've got clients from all ways of life, all forms of life, at different stages in their life, you know, even people that have worked with us are going through things as they're working with us. And it's all about adapting it, making it personable, having empathy.
None of them are doing the same thing. You've got clients that are recovering from cancer, got clients that have recovering from strokes, got clients that have gone through endometriosis, perimenopausal. You know,
Even
and
like
a lot of it is medically induced perimenopausal as well.
I was going to say.
So your body goes through a dramatic amount of changes, and that's where you need empathy. You know, if you're just telling someone just work harder, when they literally, well, you see today, I'm sure Amy will edit a lot of it out. But
We'll see what makes the cut. It might just be this snippet here. Who knows?
When you've got kids, it's full on.
It's full on.
And it's rightly so, because you know you're their everything. You have to look after them all the time. You can't just like take your eyes off them ever. So we understand why people lose themselves, but it's really important that you try not to. And we obviously bang that drum quite a lot.
We literally bang that drum.
You know, you got to put yourself first. And I've had different clients say, "No, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean, put yourself first? About your kids. My kids are everything." I'm like, "No, you're spot on. Your kids are everything." And I agree.
100%.
But if you are not here,
What do your kids got?
what do they have? How can you be a great dad if you're not here, or a great mum if you're not even here because you didn't prioritise your health? And they're like, shit.
Yeah,
Don't think like that.
and again, like what we were saying earlier, if I can piece that together, because it was a lot of stop-start with that conversation. But again, it's the habits you're showing your children. It's it's how
be a
you
role
want
model
them.
for 'em.
You want to be a role model for them. We're out here trying to think, oh my God, I want the best for them. But then also, what are we showing them? Like, it's like I was trying to say earlier, and I think I cut off before everyone was a bit hangry. Is like, if it's our relationship, isn't it? Like, how our relationship is seen through the eyes of the kids is likely to be the sort of relationship they'll have.
Yeah, when you go that deep.
But it is, isn't it?
Yeah, you're spot on.
Lock
in the car.
But it is. It's very much, like, it's no different to that. It's no different to how again, it all comes back to how people treat you is how you teach them to treat you. It's no different with your children. How, you go through in life, you're actually teaching your children of what's okay and what isn't. So if you put yourself right down the priority list, you're going to teach your kids, they do the exact same. So it's deep and sometimes not very nice to think about, but if that's going to be the way that switches your mindset to go, do you know what, yeah, I have to put me first, and being selfish, it's not a green, it's not red, it's green, it's red.
We're all going
it's
for
red.
it. We've all committed.
Oh, couldn't get my words out, it's been a bit much, we're all just going, it's a red light. Here we go. Anyway, so we'll see how this vlog comes out. Woohoo!